Hi, I'm Heather Danielle. I'm making this video to try to get everybody to sign a petition, which is right here. It shows you. It's a petition for Donald Trump to get a presidential commission on child abuse. You have to realize that over 300,000 children in America are abused each year. That is a lot of children, and that's each year. 2 years is 600,000. 3 years is 900,000. I mean, and the sad thing is yeah, 90% of children know who their abusers are. Just like in Hollywood, when we've heard people talking out about child sexual abuse, it's usually people that they know, like the high up executives. It's not strangers. 1 in 10 children will be sexually abused before the age of 18. 1 in 10. I mean, if that doesn't strike you as enough reason to get and when signing the petition and trying to make changes, I really don't know what else is. We have seen things coming out to do with trusted individuals and positions where children are entrusted to them, like in the gymnastics where that doctor had sexually assaulted many children throughout multiple years. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then I know you've probably heard Corey Feldman speaking out on child pedophilia in Hollywood. Now, I know a lot of people want to dismiss this. And I've also seen how people are quieted. And you would think with the Me Too movement that this would bring a spotlight out so that people would talk about it more, but it doesn't seem to happen. The gentleman who actually made the petition is Gabe Hoffman. He invested $1 million of his own money to do a documentary on pedophilia in Hollywood. And, the evidence that he collected and is right there in the video for you to see in open secret is, I just don't understand why it's not making a bigger impact. Well, actually, I probably do. When the movie first started coming out, I don't know if anybody's heard about this. I mean, it's made it viral. There is over 4 million views on the video. But it was, it had raves. It has, on Rotten Tomatoes, it has such a high rate when they first came out. And this video it came out a couple years ago. And every media outlet has blocked it. Hollywood won't let it go in the main theaters. It's disturbing. It's very disturbing. I mean, and actually in this video, there was a pedophile that actually admitted on camera that he was a pedophile. I mean, what more evidence do you need? And people I've talked to who are just normal people that don't have any affiliations with Hollywood, they're like, well, it's Hollywood. Why should I care? Well, you know what? Well, you should care because Hollywood's been influencing our culture for a long time. And I think it's getting to the point where Hollywood's trying to make this behavior acceptable. Like, really, make this acceptable. And that's just, it's disgusting. If you go on to Netflix or you go on to even TV cable shows, you see sex so much more. It's not like when we were younger, or, because I'm born in the 80s and whatnot, you had your nighttime shows where it showed more sexual activity. No, this stuff is like everywhere. And I know back in the 80s, it was just as corrupt. This has been like an open secret. Everybody in Hollywood had an idea, inclination, heard rumors, but I don't think us as a society realized. However, they have been influencing our culture, and it's been coming out. And the regular people in the world, you can turn your news stations on, you'll see human trafficking. It's getting ridiculous. But now they're trying to put childs, and I'm going to clarify myself here. I'm talking about a 15-year-old on Shameless who is with an adult male. Now, I'm sorry, that's wrong. And that's not entertainment. And that's disgusting. A 15-year-old is not even age of consent. But you see how they secretly try to push that onto our society by putting it into shows that are relatively popular, or to try to make it more common and neutralize it. Once they neutralize it, they're going to try to make it acceptable. And you know what? This has been going on since the 1950s, and probably way before, because I seen something on Shirley Temple where MGM, one of the high people up there, showed, I mean, his private parts to her. And then there's cartoons and magazines like Playboy and Hustler up into the 1990s showing child sex acts. In fact, one of the cartoonists from Hustler got jailed for raping his own daughter in similar situations as the cartoons depicted. So I showed some screenshots. You can zoom in and see exactly what this petition's about. I just really need you to take the time to help our future, to help our children, to help your nieces, your nephews, any child that you love in your life. Just take the time to read over the petition. If not, click on the link below and help. We need 100,000 signatures to get the petition to White House. We need to start lobbying. We need to start really making this a priority. Because it's not happening to just the rich. It's not happening to just the poor. It's happening as an epidemic. It's invading our culture, and it's disgusting. And I know a lot of people out there agree with me. So if you would just take a couple minutes of your day, that's all I'm asking. Go to the link, sign the petition, then verify it with your email address. And if you would, please share it, because this is important. These children really do need your help. Please, I'm begging you from the bottom of my heart. It's not going to take much from you other than a little bit of your time. Sign the petition. Show these children that they matter, because you know what they do. They're our future. We need this to end once and for all. I'm a child victim of, I was molested and raped as a child, and I'm telling you, we have to fight for our future. We have to fight for these children. And again, here's a picture of the petition that Gabe Hoffman started to try to get a commission on child sex abuse in America. I mean, denying it isn't going to change the fact that it's still happening. We have to act. We have to do something. We have to protect our future. We have to protect our children. If you agree with me, enough is enough. Thank you for watching, and thank you in advance for all the wonderful people who I know in my heart will sign this petition, because it is so important. I can't express. But anyway, you all have a nice day. Goodbye.